Is there any reason why you can't give full, complete, and truthful testimony today?
No.
I'm handing to you what's been marked as Theranos Exhibit 191. One more copy.
That's all right. Thank you.
This is a subpoena that we issued for your testimony. Are you appearing here today pursuant to this subpoena?
I am.
Thank you. And you can put that to the side over here. We'll start making a pile in the center of the table. Also going to hand to you what's been marked Exhibit 192.
Thank you.
Exhibit 192 purports to be a background questionnaire that's dated July 10th, I believe. Or is it July 2nd? July 2nd, 2017. Did you also send us a revised questionnaire yesterday, which is July 10th?
We did.
Okay. Have you seen Exhibit 192 before?
I have.
What is Exhibit 192?
The completed background questionnaire.
Did you complete the questionnaire on or about July 2nd, 2017?
Yes.
Is the information in Exhibit 192 true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
It is.
And if you would turn to page 4 of the questionnaire. Under securities accounts, question number 15.
Yes.
You noted here in this questionnaire that was
Yes. I'm not sure exactly. I'm not completely sure.
And if you would look over at page 5, then there are 2 bank accounts listed there. What are the source of funds for these accounts?
Just my paycheck from Theranos.
If you turn to page 7, is this an accurate reflection at the bottom, your answer to question 26 regarding your educational history?
Yes.
And then going on to page 9, under your employment history, which is question 32, and going on to page 10, is that an accurate reflection of your employment history?
Yes.
Thank you. You can put that aside. So, thank you. So, I wanted to start with the time period starting in 2010, and let's just focus on the year 2010 for a moment. If you could just tell us the state of Theranos at that time, I think that would be helpful, just in terms of how many employees you had, where you were located, if you had an office, just some information about where the company was at that time.
Absolutely. It was 7 years ago, so I don't remember exactly. I think our offices were at 3200 Hillview. We were probably about 100 employees or so, I would guess, maybe 150. And we were beginning to engage with retail pharmacies on the idea that we had to bring our technology to retail locations.
Who was working with you in management at that time?
I believe Sunny Balwani was our president at that time and chief operating officer.
Was there anyone else who was operating the company with you besides Mr. Balwani?
I'm trying to remember. I don't think we had other senior management members at that time. We had, I think, a couple of side from a technology perspective.
And who were they?
I believe on the assay development side may still have been there, and I believe was there at that time. I don't know if he was. There's probably a couple others.
What were his roles at that time?
I was focused on the two aspects of our hardware, which is the consumables and the device. I think at that point probably more on the consumables than the device. Started focusing on computational biosciences, which is sort of the algorithms, and then expanded into a broader product role over time.
So, just to understand, what do you mean by consumables?
I'm sorry, the pieces of plastic that go into the device. We call them cartridges. It's the plastic pieces that our chemicals go into for our distributed testing device.
So tell us what products Theranos had at the time, had developed at that time.
So we had an earlier version of what we call our mini lab system that is the distributed testing device. And we'd invested in development of a large number of chemistries for a very broad range of different tests, and then the associated software, sort of foundational pieces for doing predictive modeling.
What did the mini lab do?
The mini lab in 2010?
Yes.
It ran a set of, well, we had two versions of it, I think, at that point. There was the 3.5 device, which ran a set of immunochemistries, and then there was a 4-series platform that we were working on that could run a broad range of test methods.
So the 3.5 version, how many tests could it run at that time in 2010?
I don't know exactly what the number was. I think just from the development reports that I've seen that there was probably tens of tests. I mean, we got up to about somewhere between 70 to 90 immunochemistries. I'm not sure exactly what time we finished them, so it would have been tens at least in that period of time.
Okay. And you say that you reviewed some development reports. What are those?